I think the audio looks good. And my mouse keeps disconnecting. Okay, let me check. I think we are streaming. Audio looks good. Let me hear myself. Looks good. Let me hear myself. Looks good. Let me hear myself. Okay, so let's start uh, today. So I set this up yesterday. I didn't have anything. मेरे पास कुछ नहीं सेटअप किया हुआ था. तो मैं बोला आज थोड़ा ट्राई करते हैं कि कुछ ना कुछ फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और क्या करना है डे लाइक वेन एवर आई एम स्ट्रीमिंग आई नीड टू हैव सम फॉर्म ऑफ टॉपिक एजेंडा और इंटेंट. तो लास्ट स्ट्रीम पे डिस्कस किया, मतलब डिस्कस ही किया था काइंड ऑफ, कोई था तो नहीं. तो इसीलिए तो मैं बोला स्ट्रीम कर रहे कुछ, मुझे भी देखने को यार, कोई भी देख रहा है एक भी बार, काइंड ऑफ कुछ ना कुछ स्ट्रक्चर हो देखने के लिए. तो मैं सोचा लेट्स कीप एन एजेंडा फॉर एवरी स्ट्रीम. इट कैन बी एनीथिंग. प्रीवियस स्ट्रीम पे मैंने 2-3 टॉपिक्स डिस्कस किए थे. उनका कोई ना कोई आइदर अ मिक्स ऑफ समथिंग और अ सिंगल टॉपिक, कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो आज मैं सोच रहा था दो चीज़ें करेंगे. वी आर गोइंग टू बी डूइंग टू थिंग्स. फर्स्ट, आई एम रिवैम्पिंग माई पोर्टफोलियो वेबसाइट. It has been bad. If let me show you, if I let me show that. So my portfolio website here is. Hmm. Oh, I forgotten. So this is currently my existing portfolio website. It is very much empty. So I was like, we have to change it. I have been procrastinating to remake this again, but a few days ago I came back and just read the code below that uh, nice. So the quote was like, the urge for destruction is also a creative urge. That I saw that a very long time ago, and I was like, this is basically the second time like changing my portfolio, or you can say this is the next is going. This is the second iteration, the current one, and to scrap my previous one was basically that quote here at the bottom. So the quote basically inspired me to try to change things in your life, and removing something also doesn't mean that you don't respect, or maybe destruct, like destruction here is more like removing stuff so you can make room for new. So that was my intent here. I think my PC is frozen. I think my PC is frozen. Okay, let me look something up why my PC is not working. I think we are back. So let's like think for a like continue this thing. So yeah. So two things. We're going. I'm going to be do two things. First, portfolio website refactor, and the next was agenda for think for a little bit for the next stream. So as I was showing you guys, uh, this is my current state of the website. It is something I was like, okay, not bad, but there used to exist much more content for this website, like the project section, but I scrapped that kind because it kind of did not fit well. So I eventually turned to something different. So I'm currently in the development phase for tweaking a little bit of things because I be I have a back. Let me show you first. Okay. So this is the new site I'm working on. It still has some placeholder details here and there, and I think it is still like because this was made using AI. Okay, I took image, basically gave Gemini a prompt to give me design.md for this, and basically give me a prompt and design an agents.md to basically recreate the same design which was in the image. So I was able to get like 60-65% of the way there. Rest, it has been days of basically tweaking this website. So there is dark and light mode for this. We can toggle between them. One more thing is like there's a lack of like access, like the issues currently with this website is that there are some accessibility contrast issues which I want to fix. Most of the links here are still placeholders, as the card also here is a placeholder. So this is hosted on Netlify, as you can see, but I'm eventually if I have the money, I will basically buy a domain name for myself because you don't do this. I have already this rank. This ranks weirdly well. I did not know Netlify's URL like domain could rank. If you basically search my name, I usually tend to come in search results. My GitHub comes here. My portfolio website also used to come. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, see, yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. So basically, this is somehow ranked. So I never knew this website could be ranked. So well, that's good. So I'm going to basically reuse the same and merge the dev branch into mine. Okay, so that's it for the first point that we are going to be covering, and the important emphasis on the slop removal topic because I used open code for this to basically generate the rest of the website. It is written in HTMX and CSS. There's nothing more to it. So this is server side, basically an SSR rather than client side. Performance is good. I'll show you the metrics later on, but slop removal, the point is there is a lot of CSS in here, a lot of CSS which should not be here. So there is a lot of theme variables which are never used. So because these are never used, I usually get pages which get dumped a lot of CSS, and well, that is not good. Even if you are dumping HTML or CSS, anything, it's usually not good. So, like, as you can basically see here, so like you can see here, like this is there's lot of unused CSS. These are not used. These are the root for this. They are improved. There used to be a lot of lines of code. It had like 15 or 20 more CSS properties or CSS variables more specifically. They were never used. They were made once, made for one specific button. It was hard coded. So now my basic work is to minimize the code and reuse as much of the variables as possible, because this is not the way. I think I should usually do the dock it to the left side, I think. uh, when I'm streaming, I think it block. I would usually block this, so let's change that. So let's we can dock through. Yeah, dock to left. I usually don't like my console over here, but I think this works for streaming rather than for me. So yeah, no worries for that. So as you can see, there's a lot of unused stuff, unused CSS properties, but they are intended if you're not viewing something, you will end up basically not seeing stuff which is not being used. So as you can see, there's used stuff. You refresh this and we can refresh and have basically things which are still there, not used, because these are being used for the entire body and some of it is curated or scoped basically. So there are small fixes. Let me show what the fixes are. Mostly these are like, even at 100% scale, these are very much not in flow with the rest of the typography font size. This is going to be a fix. A lot of places there is lack of contrast, which I have to fix. Sometimes this is also kind of a contrast issue. If you can see here, this is like almost non-existent. This should be subtle, but I never intended it to not even be seen. I very much like the contact form. The contact form is the best, I think, of the entire sections, and this is also eventually going to be a bit touched upon, not much, but like the featured project section is going to have more, or basically data which is accurate to Well, this is not something I made. This is someone else's. So these are placeholder details which are going to be actually replaced with actual ones. Okay, so let's start tweaking. Uh, First of all, let me. Okay, so let's hop on to our terminal. Okay, we don't see a terminal here for some reason. Let's change that. So now we do see a terminal. Why that was the case, I have no idea, but we fixed it. Okay, so first of all, let's see where's our projects. Okay, let's hop into the next one. And run sir. So this is usually what's happening on the backend. So like server side rendering, it gets built every time using this command, and we see things. So I think, oh, okay, let's close this. Close 3000. We'll close this too. So this is our local deployment over here. Let's start by, I have like more background tasks related to this. So let's hop on to our VS Code and start bringing in things which are not supposed to be there. Okay, so this was initially the theme I was going to do. I later on decided on just black and white with basically accents. Oh, today I'm not kidding. My keyboard and mouse, they are not at all cooperating with me to just work. It it is a bit disconnecting for so long since I started this stream. I think this. I don't want to say it, but let's continue. Okay. Let's hop on to the browser first. So till yesterday I had fixed most of the stuff. Let's fix this card over here, or basically, what do we say? Chips. They are. Let's change the chips basically. So we are not going to be using the carousel data theme. We are going to make this as redundant as possible. Card level, we are going to take this out because see, this is an hard coded value. I personally do not like hard coded values. I tend to keep them as dynamic as possible for any language I'm using. So let's change that. Let's hop on to code and we'll go there. Tag, project tag. We are using card label, so we are not going to be using that. We are going to be using muted chip. So just remember, we are creating a variable. This one I'm creating right here because when we deal with themes specifically for the same element, we usually have different colors. So we are going to be here using the muted white and the muted black as themes. So here we come in, we paste a chip, we have variable, bro. For the dark theme, I think for the dark theme, this is darker. This is dark, right? So we have a dark gray instead of a light one. I think this is right. This is right. I think we'll see. So okay, let's restart the server and check again. So do we have different chips? I think the chips still look cooked. No, the chips still look cooked. We have muted black. This does not look muted black. I think this should be reversed. Yeah, I think they should be reversed. So let's change that. Let's check again. Do we have contrast? What did I use for the dark theme? We need lighter chips. Oh, it was correct. Okay, so text contrast is something we ought to consider now, I think. Let's go inside. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, nice, nice. We changed the background. We did not change. I think I changed. Yeah, I think I changed the color. Did text. I'm gonna shut this autocomplete off. I'm sick. I am sick of it. Okay, muted chip. Now this should be kind of defaultish. So I've changed this back to the muted chip. I eventually changed the color. That was just a text. Instead, I should have changed the background. So let us check back. Yeah, I think, but they still look off. and I think my actual intuition was correct, but instead I was applying it for the text. So now I realize I had made a correct decision previously, that for dark it should have been dark. But yeah, maybe I have wisdom. Maybe I might have wisdom, so yeah. uh, oh please, keyboard, just work for six. Oh shit, this is supposed to be muted, right? This is too less of a contrast. For some reason, this seems more bright than the background itself. Why is the background so less muted? How? Huh? What am I seeing? I think the muted white is more of a white, I think. Now I understand. Now I understand. The thing is, for this muted chip, we decreased the alpha, or basically the opacity for it, and we already have a white background. So what do? We still have a better option to invert it back, but let's see how. Hmm. Yeah, I think today's stream, like my mouse and keyboard are not liking it. They just keep disconnecting on me. So let's change this again. I think they look ugly. Like they are like they're barely passable for the dark and light backgrounds. Hmm. I do want to reuse them, but I don't think they are good fit for this. Okay. First of all, let's see where are we using basically muted text. So this is both our muted whites and muted black. Uh, so we are using in 5 places, and 5 of them are here. Hero text muted. Okay. Where are we using this? Okay, there's a whole lot of places we are using them. Okay, these are the muted texts. These ones are okay, and they actually need a bit of contrast. They have non-existent contrast, not non-existent, but I do like to care a bit about accessibility and screen readers and so I think these ones, right? We have hero text which use tar. Wait, what? Oh, that's the hover state. Okay, no, not that. Uh, Bro, what color do you use? Yeah, hero text muted. The actual info thing he uses that. Okay. Should it be this muted? I think let's tweak that a bit. So it uses a muted black, right? So let's bring it to like point 0.8 something. Point 0.8 and similarly we'll do point 0.8 here as well. Either we can just make the muted white a bit brighter, but I think mutates should be less. We'll restart this and check. Yes, we get a bit more, and these are darker here. So when I switch these also, these are lighter. Okay, I think now we can try to mouse and keyboard please work for me. भाई आज काम नहीं करेंगे तो भाई मैं इट इज़ फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग टुडे भाई मुझे नहीं मज़ा आ रहा hmm okay, nice. We don't have a working mouse for some reason. I could do without this, but oh, I yeah. We are. I am the goat. I'm trying to change scenes, and I'm like, the mouse is like, not today. आज नहीं कर रहे हम लोग आज नहीं खेल रहा मैं so I was like ना 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 अभी उधर नहीं अभी उधर नहीं so I think we will stick to this as much as possible. Let's refresh this. Oh wait, I did not even change the variables. Shit. I had to invert them once again. Okay, we have got that. Okay, let's refresh this. Okay, I think now it's looking a bit better. Yeah, finally I have my mouse back. But frozen screen, nice. I I don't want to say it like today's stream is for some reason cursed. For some reason it is. I don't think, I do not know why so. Now we have a working mouse, but keyboard and my screen don't work. Ah, nice. Let me try this. Let's relax for a bit. I think the stream might be still on, but you know, I can talk a bit. So, I'm doing this for the past 2 days, like giving half an hour to this, and this has almost kind of crazy. There's a lot of things that there's a lot of code eventually which I have to refactor like this manually one by one. And let's see the dark mode. Okay, we have to change the text for it. I think we have the same muted, right? We have removed. Uh, okay, for the span, what are we going to do? We don't have a muted chip text. I think I'm going to just have common whites and black for this for contrast reasons. That would be a better decision. Let's look into that. Okay. Muted chip text, right? Okay, we come here. Muted chip text for the dark theme. Okay, for the dark theme, we actually need white. So let's do that. Where we are going to need common white for this. For see, that's why I do not believe in autocomplete. This is what has kind of happened every time. Every time I have used any agent or LLM to basically write code for me. I could use common white for both, but I'll have to see. Let's check on it. This is as usual. This is okay. This does lack contrast. I can't use black basically. Maybe it is right. Maybe it is right. But you have to, kind of tinker around and see. Anytime you think you are trying to see, poke holes like, is this correct? Am I not tripping or something? So I think we have fixed this. I have to look into the contrast for this as well. For this, what are we using? We have card label. We are going to deprecate that as well from the carousel. So this is also some form of, well, this. What can we use? What colors do we have at our disposal? We have the mean BG. We have a common white. We can replace that with. We have a muted white as well. I think we just have like three things, three whites or whites basically. And at this point, if you decreasing opacity, you have basically the same color. When you're saying tones and like shades, and I think there is one more word, like for lighter we have shades and something like that. I think I've forgotten that. Okay. I can't seem to remember that. But you have to distinct, when you say you have a color, you can have different shades and different, like you can have lighter colors for those and darker colors for the same color. So like when I say for white, I might have dark grays and light grays. Similarly for like black, I can have light, like dark gray or lighter grays. Same for both basically. But around the 20 to 30% median of the original color. What was I doing? Yeah, for the build tag, right? The label. Okay, let me search the label first. Label. Okay. Yeah, this one. Card label we'll do project card label. We'll take it as a variable. If you are thinking why am I not using shortcuts for this, uh, I have a 60% keyboard and do not have an home key. That's how. So we'll kind of CTABG here, we'll get that. We are on the card, right? Yeah, we are on the card. See, wait. Project card title. Should I use the same as I'm using for the title, or I think title's too bright. Title is basically this one. So these are actually the same color, I think, but the difference is that it is bolder, so you can kind of see it. Either I can increase its font size. Do we 1.8 rem. Can we do one? Does one look good? Yeah, one does look good. Let's do 1.4. 1.4 I think doesn't fit. I think we can go with either 1.2 or 1. 1.2 looks good. 1.2 looks good. Yeah, we do 1.2 rather than changing the actual color for it. But we'll first see what are we using for this card label again. Yeah, we have to deprecate this. We'll use the same muted. So Okay, first let change the color for it. Instead of card label, what are we using? What can we use? Muted blacks. Okay, we'll do project card label. For dark, what do we want? For dark, we need white. We'll think and do, because no, muted white. First of all, let's look if the dark mode, actually light mode looks good. Yeah, I think the light mode also requires this. So we'll take this, go where we have the label, and wait, I have already. Wait. Oh, I copied this and came here. And one more thing, we are going to go 1.2 rems. Okay, letter spacing looks good. That's what I originally intended for. That was specifically given. Okay, we have changed things, and let's restart the server and check again. Do we yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Here, oh, now we have contrast. ओके तो किधर थे हाँ तो like now we have kind of fixed this. This looks decent. This is still, I think, not a good contrast. This now looks good, and these are looking great as well. Not prominent enough for the hover. Yeah, see, at 100% scale, this is just small, so yeah. तो अभी ये तो हो गया आज के लिए. तो वी हैव काइंड ऑफ डन द फर्स्ट. बेसिकली फर्स्ट कर लिया हम लोगों ने कल के लिए. अब कल के लिए सोचना पड़ेगा. For the next stream, तो दो चार चीज़ें हैं। काइंड ऑफ थोड़ा सिस्टम डिज़ाइन भी है। मैं एक प्रोजेक्ट काइंड ऑफ करने वाला था, जो ऑर्डर ट्रैकिंग वाला मैंने बोला था, वो सेम चीज़ हम लोग काइंड ऑफ उसका जो मुझे स्पेसिफिक स्टैक से करना था सीखने के लिए, तो हम लोग गो सीखेंगे। लेकिन बाद में ऐसे बोलते ना, इट्स काइंड ऑफ, एक सेकेंड, इंस्पिरेशन लेते हैं, वी टेक इंस्पिरेशन। आई एम गोइंग टू बी रीडूइंग दिस, सो वो थोड़ा रहेगा। पोर्टफोलियो कंप्लीट करेंगे। और ये इजी लग रहा है, ये थोड़ा करेंगे पहले। आई थिंक विल डू दिस, लाइक ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग फॉर। तो ये काइंड ऑफ नेक्स्ट इसका थोड़ा एजेंडा रहेगा, तो हम लोग ये भी काइंड ऑफ लेके आएंगे। तो ये हम लोग नेक्स्ट टाइम करेंगे, और थोड़ा जल्दी निपटाने की कोशिश करूँगा, बहुत टाइम लेता है मैं। तो आई थिंक स्ट्रीम इधर ख़त्म करते हैं। प्लग वग भी डालने के लिए कुछ होना चाहिए। देखेंगे।